Hey, what is up, guys? Joseph here for my review for The Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 11, titled Not Untie. Now, this episode, it's spoiler alert before I get into it. This episode, like last week's, was not the biggest on action, but what it lacked in action, it more than made up for in story building. It is building the debut for Negan. Great. Fantastic. There's so much that is I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. That hasn't been shown. It's basically building up Negan perfectly but the only thing I have a problem with this build up is they are moving through the material fast. Like, I thought this episode was going to end with them arriving at the hilltop, and it turns out that happened like halfway through the episode. But I liked this episode. This half is 3-0 for good episodes. But they arrive at the hilltop about halfway through the episode, and they meet a old I don't even know what to call them. They meet a old They meet Gregory, who is the leader of the Hilltop, and a comic, well, like I said, spoiler alert, a big moment from the comics happened. Not really a big moment, but it's a pretty big moment. Gregory was stabbed by some guy. I don't think it said his name. Yeah, I got a haircut. God, look like a freak. The moment where the guys had a message from Negan to Gregory, and he stabbed Gregory, and Rick and company murdered. Did they? No, they didn't. They only murdered him. They didn't murder his two counterparts. But that happened. What else? Jesus. And really, the end of the episode was Jesus explaining to Rick and company and the audience who doesn't know who Negan is. His motives, his attitude, everything. Basically says that they have to give up half of everything they own to Negan and his saviors, and in return they get protection. Basically, they want it that Negan and his saviors want to attack them, and in the comics they said that they protect them from walker threats, but they didn't say it in the show for some reason. I'm not even gonna say it, and I'll just leave it at Abraham had a little joke that deals with pancakes. And I'll just leave it at that. Glenn's reaction was the same reaction I had. Like I thought I was hearing things. Like oh my god, that was funny. Anyways, I'm trying to remember what else. Oh yeah. Certain moment from the comics with the love triangle between Abraham, Rosita, and in the show Sasha. In the comics it was Holly, but if you watch the episode closely, they pretty much give you foreshadowing to what's going to happen in that little love triangle. But if you didn't catch it, I'm not going to spoil it until I'm pretty sure it's going to show within 2 episodes, maybe next week. I'd say within 2 weeks, it'll show how that little storyline resolves. But that's it for this video. I like this episode. The 3rd episode in a row that The Walking Dead has done that I've loved. Though last night's episode and last week's the Next World. Those two, like I said, were not great in terms of action, but they made up for in story-wise. I don't... Because at the pace they're moving, I don't know if there is going to be a slow episode, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's at least one. Let's see, this is episode 11. I got 12, 13, 14, 5 episodes left. God, 5 episodes left. I don't know. Like, there's... I don't know what they're doing like the next 4 episodes. Because that 5 episodes, I'm pretty sure I already know what's going to happen. That Negan's first kill, and I'll just leave it at that. Because they've already announced Negan is going to be debuting in the season finale, and the death that happens in the comics at the hands of him is season finale material. Oh, speaking of which, that death. I know I haven't been doing videos like as much as I usually do, but if you didn't know, go check out my channel announcement. You'll know why. But I will be doing a prediction on who I think Negan will be killing in the season finale. But that's it for this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, JMash97. Like me on Facebook at JMash97. As always, links in the description below. Mash out.